Hey guys, it's me, Kisame Unlimited.
And Spidey.
And Yama.
And in this video, this is the best card ever segment.
And what is the best card ever for anybody who's never seen it before?
The best card ever segment is basically a whole bunch of cards that are like non-existent. You don't know what they are, you don't know where they came from, and you probably never seen them before.
And if you want this segment to continue,
we want
3 likes.
We want 750 likes.
I was gonna say 700. Okay, 700.
750 likes. You guys love this segment. You guys want to see this, and personally, I wouldn't mind keep doing more of these. I like doing
that shouldn't be a problem.
It's a good percentage of the audience to let us know that it's good enough for us to continue it. And then also we give away free packs. So if you want a free pack of the most recent set, the winner of the last video will be announced at the end of this video. So make sure you stay tuned for that.
And everyone, just please subscribe. We upload every Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday for your entertainment.
This week we're talking about Testament, the Arcane Lord.
Testament of the Arcane Lords, I have featured on this channel once before.
Once?
Right.
You talk about that card like almost every time you mention a rare card, you're like, don't forget about Testament. Like Testament's got like advertising on this video.
She does. She's making money off.
Like, she's just investing in the video.
Because this is gonna be probably my final video discussing Testament, and I feel like I know everything about
Contracts
her.
up.
Contracts up. The Testament is probably my favorite match winner and my favorite probably rare card that has ever existed. I mean, there are cards that have came like very close, but no card I've liked more than Testament. There are 2 copies of Testament of the Arcane Lords that exist in the world. I am discussing the ultra rare copies that came out. There are only 2 ultra rare copies in the world. One is owned by Konami and one is owned by the first place winner in 2006.
Although this card hasn't been released in the OCG, its official Japanese name was first revealed in the valuable Book 9 and later confirmed with its apparition in Yu-Gi-Oh! GX Tag Force. This card's name refers literally to the French word objects. In its wider meaning is object d'art, or artwork. This card has a counterpart, Armament of the Lethal Lords. According to the Pojo post by Kevin Tourt, this card earned its name for being a golden statue in a Renaissance style, moving triumphantly with light billowing behind it.
When I actually got into collecting the match winners, because fun little fact over here.
Oh, fun little fact.
Yeah, fun little
Do
fact.
they not know this already?
No, they probably.
Hey.
This card.
You cut me out too.
All right, well, do it over me then.
Fuck you.
See this card? This is Testament of the Arcane Lords. This is the card I'm talking about. I don't own the original copy, but this is the replica, and there are only 150 of these replicas in the world. So I have, in so much way, the prize card that came out of 2006.
So wait a minute. First there were 2, now there's 150. So you got a reprint?
Yeah.
So what's that worth? Like 25 cents?
No, this is worth like $200.
25 cents.
$250. But you see,
250
the originals were ultra rare copies, and these are super rares. And I don't know if you can see this, but over here it says replica. I don't know if it can.
Is everything backwards? What's the highest price you've ever seen that card go for?
I think the highest I ever saw Testament sell for was $250. Testament never. Yeah, I don't think Testament ever went up higher than that. Bambi 2003, Bambi 2005. I don't know why that was his name, but it was. And he was selling all the match winners, and he was the only person still to this date that I know that has them all, that would trade them or sell them. Well, not trade them, but probably just sell them. But the one thing is, I remember messaging one day, because he lived in Japan, and I said, do you have any of the original match winners that exist, only 2 or 6 copies in the world? And then he said, I can get you blank, 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 blank. And he said he can get those. And I was like, and he said he can get me the original Testament of the Arcane Lords. Remember, one is owned by Konami, so Konami's is not going anywhere. So the person that won it sold it, and then he was like, I could sell it to you for $8,000. The moral was, I could have owned it. I don't have it, but I could have owned it.
$8,000.
For this?
A Testament?
For another one of these? That just looks a little bit different.
You can't even use it.
Listen,
you out your rabbit ass mind.
Well, did I buy it?
I don't know what's in their mail. I don't know what's in your mailbox. It's illegal to go through people's mail.
Well, we all know that the guy that won in 2006 with his Chaos Recruiter deck build did not keep her and sold her. Now it's easier to get her because there are 150 additional copies of her, but they're super rare. But we're talking about the ultra rare here. Yeah. Dairo Longo.
Yeah, Dairo Longo from Italy.
Darolongo. All right,
He
and
ran a Chaos Recruiter deck. If you're wondering what a Chaos Recruiter deck is, just like me, let's find out. He had 20 monsters, 2 Azure Priests, 1 Break of the Magical Warrior, 2 Chaos Sorcerers, 2 Cyber Dragons, 1 Cyber Steam, 1 DD Warrior Lady, 1 Exiled Force, 2 Magician of Face, 1 Mystic Swordsman level 2, 2 Mystic Tomatoes, 1 Sangan, 2 Spirit Reapers, 1 Tsukiyomi, and 1 Zaborg the Thunder Monarch. He had 16 spells in his deck. 1 Book of Moon, 1 Confiscation, 2 Creature Swaps, 2 Enemy Controllers, 1 Graceful Charity, 1 Heavy Storm, 1 Last Will, 1 Mystical Space Typhoon, 2 Noble Mana Crosshouse, 1 Reinforcement of the Army, 1 Space Goat,
Space Goat.
Scapegoat, 1 Smashing Ground, 1 Snatcher Steel. He ran 4 Traps, 1 Mirror Force, 2 Royal Decrees, Surrender Tribute. So he had a pretty offensive deck with Chaos in it without running BLS, because back in those days, what year did this come out?
2006.
2006. So that was banned because that's when the bans were introduced, around 2003, whatever. So yeah, that was banned at the time. So he ran a pretty strong offensive Chaos deck. And he had side deck and a fusion deck.
This was when it started. Fusion deck started.
Oh, so in his fusion deck, he ran 1 Cyber and Dragon, 1 Cyber Twin Dragon, 1 Dark Bolter the Terrible, 1 Dark Blade the Dragon Knight, 1 Dark Flare Knight, 1 Dark Flare Dragon, 1 Fiend Skull Dragon, a Gatling Dragon, Master of Oz, Reaper of Nightmare, Ryu Senshi, the Last Warrior from Another Planet, my favorite fusion monster, and 1,000 hour Restrict. That card should be banned forever.
The one thing I just wanted to say is that this is the guy that won the event, and he won Testament of the Arcane Lords. He sold them, and Testament went probably all over shops in Japan. And personally, I know this as a fact that I was offered to buy Testament. I didn't buy her, but I could have.
For how much? What's the winning?
$8,000.
Get prices right?
Yeah. Now the last thing.
How much will Kisame spend on a card?
For the X6, if that was the X6, $8,000.
Who can do the prices right?
Now, the last thing that we're going to do in this is that we are going to, the final little thing is, if you had Testament of the Arcane Lords, if you had her, God forbid for whatever means necessary, if you had her, would you sell her? Would you keep her? Would you hold on to her for her to gain a little bit more in price than you sold her? What would you do? Personally, if I had her and I didn't have to pay that $8,000, I'd keep her for good. I love Testament. I have a copy of Testament, and I think that she's beautiful. I think that this card's amazing. Look at this card. Look at this card shaking her hips. Fucking gold pillars.
Love it so much, why don't you marry her?
Right? Shake her gold pillar.
Mike, I'm sorry that you find out like this. But
you know what? I think I'm the finisher wife.
Ew!
Right? Ew!
Gay!
Gay!
Faggots and more faggots.
Yeah, it's like niggas and faggots and faggots.
The faggots outnumbering the niggers. Honey, it's getting worse.
We need another.
Somebody call
Can it? But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoy the video. Like the video, because if this segment gets over 750 likes, me and Spidey and Yama know that you want to see more, and we will upload more. If you don't like it, that's fine. We'll just upload something else. So if you guys want to see this continue, like the video.
Winner from the last video will be shown right here on the arms. If there's nothing there, that means the last video did not get the likes. So don't forget, if you want to win a free chance to get a pack of the most recent set, if you want to do nice things, you want to be we want you. Yeah, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to support us and do other things like that. Check out the links down below, Facebook page, and if you want to get in contact with us. When do we upload, Yum?
Every Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. So